Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Well, today we've got a very special episode of Mintest. We're actually going on to a survey. Now, the admin of the survey has given me permission to actually do a video featuring the server, so on this episode we'll be looking at that rather than continuing on with the single player playthrough that we've been doing. Now, I'm sure that you'll like what you see, but it'll give you some more of an idea as to what some of these mods are capable of, because I'll be able to show you my own stuff, and I'll also be able to show you just the server in general. There's lots of good stuff that is there for you to see. So I am going to log in, and then we'll take a look around. Yeah, this is my place, but before I show you that, if you were to come onto the server, the very first place you would spawn would be at spawn, which should actually come online now. There we go. And just say hi to the people who are online. I'm recording now. Okay. So this is where you would first go, and this here is the time. Now on this, it's very interesting. When you press this button, it resets the time generally to 6 in the morning. It isn't night time yet, but when it is, if you press that, it will actually set your time to that. Now, as you can see, people have built a lot of things over time. There's some absolutely gorgeous houses. I do like the way that one's built. That's also quite nice. Don't think either of them seem to be aware that I'm online. The big building over there that's glowing yellow, that belongs to my friend. She has lots of stuff, including a nuclear power, believe it or not. There's a post office over there, and this is a church with yeah, died eating too many ants. First and only victim of Rex. Well, yeah, there's a story behind that. That person is barred for life for blowing up spawn, but they have allowed this to remain here. This is the church, and the post office up here does have a little shop in it, and it sells chests and it sells the mailboxes as well, which are quite useful if other players want to get in touch with you, say that you're not online but they are. They can just drop you a book in there. Hello, Whiskers. I have my cat meowing me, as you can see in the background. Come on. She's a lovely puss, just wants a lot of attention. That's what she does. So that there is Amy's shop. It's really big. It's got lots of excellent stuff in it. I would highly recommend that shop, to be honest with you. I shop there myself at times. That is somebody's house. This there over there, that's my daughter's house for when she doesn't really come on anymore, but her house remains. And this here is my shop. It's got lots of building materials here, and this does have leaves and stuff here. For some reason, not all of them are showing up. I also sell armour and these kind of tools. If you get that or that, you do have to charge them inside a battery. These three here you would put in there along with some coal, and it basically fills up the air tanks. And these here are the large bags, and when we go there. As you can see, these are the large bags, and each of them I can hold different things that I may want to take with me, and of course an anvil and a hammer, very useful on long mining trips. So as we go up here, I also sell the machines. Oh, I've sold out of those. And these ones here are the NV. I will be stocking the HV ones, and they've got the meat tubes and stuff here. These are actually really good sellers. These are like some of the plain ones, you know. Storage solutions, I sell those. Miscons. Now I'll have to have a word with you about Miscons, because this server, in order to use anything from the Miscons mod, you have to have been here for the minimum of a month. That is basically something that they did in the aftermath of that idiot who chose to blow up Spawn with nuclear power. So it's just to make sure that you are actually a trusted player. Now I will show you some more of my stuff in a bit now you've seen me shop. But for now I'm going to head back to Spawn, because there are some things that are special to this server. Now they have put some things on here. These are the smart shops, you know. You can buy things like sugar, you can buy grain packets, and all these sorts of things. And now we can see where the roofing came from that for that other house. Now these here, they are expensive. However, there are ways to get more of them, and of course you've got rubber trees. They are very important. And we'll go into here. This here, she's also put a couple of my places on there that I've done for the server. So that goes to about the rules. All dirt and tree types with some info. So this is really good information for newbies. So when you go into rules, this'll tell you about them. No PvP unless both okay by both people. Yeah, rule 2. No begging for stuff. That's fair enough. No griefing, well, that goes without saying. If you set your home in someone else's protected land without the other person saying it's okay, you could lose your set home privilege. Well, yeah. If you abuse a privilege, you could lose that privilege. Fair enough. No cussing or profanity. If you do come out with a swear, the resident bot will tell you about. Wall of infamy. Yeah, that person there, all privileges revoked. Killing in a mean way. So let's have a look. What else? All dirt and tree types with some info. Hold on, let's wait for this chunk to load in. This will give you information, I think, about all of them. They're showing you basically what grows on what, which is a good thing, because one thing is, you will notice, I mean, if you are a Minecraft player, you'll notice the sheer number of trees that there are available here. I don't even know if these are all of them, to be fair, because there are so many. Literally loads and loads and loads of trees. Now they can be used decoratively, or you can use these in order to actually farm the wood. Here we go. So this is giving you the information. Yeah, you would have to have a look at that in detail. But yeah. So I'll go back to the spawn area now, and I'll show you the other things that are available. Now these are the public mine ones. We'll go to that in a moment. I want to show you also the public workshop. Come on, load in. Thank you. Right, now these are all different machines, and these are batteries up here. Freezers, alloy furnaces, centrifuges, extractors, tool workshop. Oh, I haven't used tool workshop, I'll be honest with you. No, that's just the machines. You've got furnaces, these are the powerful ones. Grinders and compressors. Now, furnace, grinders, compressors, alloy furnaces, and furnaces are the most commonly. I think a centrifuge, that would probably be, changes the percent in uranium dust. Yeah, I thought it did. I thought it had something to do with uranium. The freezer turns bucket of water into ice. You will get your bucket back empty and a block of ice. Turns bucket of lava into obsidian. Yep, that's useful. Extractor. Garlic turns into white dye, grapes turn into violet dye. Yep, that's fair enough. Leave tool in and it will heal the tool over time. Well, we don't really need that because we have an anvil that does that for us, but it's nice to know that this was actually built with that kind of thing in mind if you've got many tools that you would like to actually do. The metal exchange. Now when you've been mining, there's a lot of different sorts of metals. You can exchange these for money, or you can buy the metals for money. I've used this every now and again. I mean, mostly to do with the blocks of meat, because even though you can use these to craft these, you can't craft them back into that, whereas you can for everything else. So what you would then do is you would use this bottom option on the top here, and that would get you back to the ingots if you wanted those. Now those blocks are, you can make things out of them. You can have the rainbow tools, you can have the rainbow armor and that kind of thing. However, the blocks are primarily used decoratively as well. You can even buy the uranium here if you wanted to, but don't handle uranium unless you have protection. The hazmat suits are actually sold in my shop. They're not too expensive. These ones, those are really good because, well, I use them all the time, but I make my own crystal ingots. Getting crystal armor is a really good thing. If you manage to get crystal armor, that's excellent, because then that is a lava proof one, and then there's no exchanges, which you can do, but I mean, you can just craft those yourself if you wish. Right, then you have Amy's workshop and free food. So, oh, she also has a little one here where she actually sells these as well. Now what I generally do here, I mean, she's got prices for all sorts of crops and seeds and things like that. This shopper she has here, I mean, this helped me a lot when it came to setting up my own farm. You know, it was brilliant. So we go back to spawn, and let's have a look in here. Now I'll show you the mines before I show you any more things. There's sieves to turn gravel and metal. Oh yes, if you come across gravel and you want to do something with it, you can actually turn that into, hold on, let's have a look, see what this says. People want to use them, they're not to. Oh, that's fair enough. Yeah, I've got one of these set up anyway. I'll show you the one in my place in a bit. I can now show you the tree farm. There's one easy way to get wood early on. Come on, load in. Right, okay. We can move now. We've got, this is the tree farm here. It looks like somebody's very recently had it, because these here are the trees. And here you've got some blueberries, and of course we have some cotton. Now for other types of food there are other things up here, resources. That's hemp. This one here is oats. There's more cotton over there. Let's just go up here a moment. Oh no, that's just... It is nice though. I do like the way that they have all this just laid out here. Oh, someone had everything and only planted a few flowers. That is sad. There should be wheat here normally. So that is the public farm here. And as you can see, we're actually not far from spawn. There's somebody else's farm there. And we're back at spawn here. Right. So that's like some of the main things that I wanted to show you. Now, if you have a look at the mine, the numbers here represent how many blocks deep. Now this one here is 1,000 deep, although it can get much deeper. So just to have a look, this is what you would expect lower down. You've seen some quite high up ones, but if you're not well protected at this early stage, don't worry, you can either buy some armour from my shop, or you can just use the higher up ones until you do have better resources. A lot of people haven't got the silver, and someone's left copper there. I'm not going to be a sad person and take that, because I've got all of my own little sites a bit further down. I've left so many things ready and waiting. So what we'll do, I'll now show you my Christmas area. Now this is one thing I built myself, and the admin actually put this here because she wanted people to see this Christmas area. It's really quite good. Oh, I don't know why that's going like that. They should always be on. That's the tree. Took a little while to get that built, I tell you, because I had to put all of those lights in and everything. This is Santa on his sleigh. This is supposed to be Santa. I'm on Santa's arm. That's representing the sacks of presents, and of course we've got the reindeer. I'm not really meaning to do parkour, but there you go. I did a giant snowman. And this here is supposed to be like Santa's grotto. And these presents here, you can actually put up to 4 gifts in. So I'd like to go across to this part here, just to show you. I did like a Ice Angel, a big present. And these here, I dotted these around and actually put things inside. So people have got a selection of things to pick from. So I mean, I've included food in some of them, building blocks, and roasted fir cones, things like that. And I also put up a few shop stalls here. It doesn't look like all of them sold all that well. Oh, thank you. I know who's brought those. Amy always buys those from me. And that's everything for this area. So we can go through, and this one is actually my travel net here. Now you can probably see I've got a lot of places calling things like good area, unexplored too. Now the reason for that is mostly because I like to save good areas in the mine, but I'll show you that in a bit. So the next thing on the agenda would be the archipelago. This is an area that I developed. Again, the admin put their own travel net in there so that newbies can access the areas. I developed this area mostly for the benefit of new players. This is so that there's some ready-made homes for people, so they don't have to start literally from scratch, unless of course they want to. Now this area is very small. It is a very small area, but you know, some people prefer that, whereas others prefer larger houses. So all the houses that I've put are like different sizes. And we come over here, and if we follow the pathways, you'll discover the other homes. I mean, there's this one. This is an example of the sort of homes that I've built. They're suitable for just starter homes for people, things like this. And I think they looked absolutely lovely. Your mileage may vary depending on what sort of buildings you prefer, really. There's another one there, and this great big skyscraper there is something else that I made for around here. It is, in fact, a public farm, which you know, the easier way to get to it would be through this. But I will show you anyway. Now, there's certain sorts of crops, the Cruciana vigana plants, that you do actually require the mithril siphon in order to harvest it without destroying the plant. It sends it back to the first growth stage. And I've got a cat here wanting attention, haven't I, Whiskers? Yay? Come on, sit on my lap then. No? Okay. And those there, I just sell them for £5. Oh, nobody can buy one. I've put one too many, and I need to have a slot there just for the those ones. I've encouraged people, they can put seeds and things like that in here if they wish. So as you can see there, people have put unwanted seeds there. So what we then do, if we not that one, we go on this one. As you can see here, I've listed all the different sorts of crops that you can actually obtain from this, but bearing in mind anything with the CV, you will need to buy one of those mithril scythes or make one yourself. All of the rest of them, they're just fine. You just break the crop and you replant. That is one of the main rules of any kind of, I'll just show you, for example, the wheat and rye. That is the main rule for this. You replant once you've harvested something. And I've made them this way with this type of light. So that's sorted there. You can explore those at your leisure. And I'll actually show you the sky houses. See, the sky houses area, it started off with just this little part here where the green grass is. and it was a floating island, and I thought, now wouldn't it be nice if we had some extra stuff up here for people, you know, for the novelty factor of actually being in the sky. So I'll show you this as an example of a house. I made this. That's like a little bungalow. I believe this one over here, the frostwood one, is already claimed. And if you notice, I also put the dirt in here. Lupia Tennis, yes, that's her house, and she's got those as a result. And as we go around here, you can see that it's made of different types of wood, representing the different biomes and so on. Like that one there, this is the giant sequoia. And this little area here I did as a water source, and also to just add a little bit of nature up here, really. So when you take a look, you can grab some water from here should you need to, and you've got your papyrus here. You need that for both sugar and paper. That's the bald cypress one. I did a little bit more frostwood over here. One of the houses there at least is claimed. The one dead ahead now belongs to somebody. These here are the brick houses, and I'll show you inside one of these. And as we continue along, those are oaks. As you can see, these trees are those absolutely enormous trees, and the useful things off that, they give loads of wood, and they give acorns as well, which is handy. I also put up here like a public workshop. This is using the low voltage power. So you've got grinders, you've got compressors, you've got extractors, furnaces, and of course the alloy furnaces. I decided to make those things just available, and of course the power source is all up here, and it runs off these LV power generators, which are solar powered. This is olive wood. These trees provide olives as well. It's extremely vibrant, shall we say, that this house here has taken. I helped that person to settle in. It's got a nice little patio there. This house as well. This is a smaller one. And I did do like a nice little loft on quite a lot of these. So when you go up the ladder, hold on, yes, and you can look out of the windows up here. I mean, some people might want to just store things in the chest up here or whatever. But yeah, that's quite a loud wood, to be honest with you. And it's pretty much the same story in the others. Those are redwood and desert brick. And we get back to where we started going round here with the willow. So I will now go back down to the main archipelago area. Oh, somebody's planted another tree there. That's good. That's good. I wanted it to take on a life of its own, so we go back to the main travel net here, and I can show you some more stuff, because what I've shown you so far is only part of the story, because we went there and we went that way. Now I'll show you this way. And as we go through here and follow this path, come on, load in, chunk. I hate it when chunks don't load in when you want them to. There we go. Nice one. I found like a little dungeon down here, so I kind of converted it to an underwater observatory. So sometimes you see things like the whale occasionally. You might see the occasional jellyfish, that kind of thing. It took a little bit of effort, but I got this sorted for that. At the moment there doesn't seem to be anything of interest, but that's kind of always been there, but I lowered the floor a little bit. This is just a general dungeon. I mean, if anybody wanted to claim any rooms down here, there wouldn't be any objections from anybody. There's also ones down here. Right. So that's the underground observatory scene. Don't know who's put that there, but it's going. Bit of a silly place. Someone must have broke that. There's this house here, which I did a little bit differently. Now here there's like a variety of smaller rooms, and there's a furnace there. And if we go upstairs, there's like that, which would be like the equivalent of a bedroom, I suppose. And of course I've got a nice balcony here. So that's that part. So what we'll do next is go completely the other way and show you the other homes that I made. Now in this area as well, I also planted some of these date trees. You don't normally see them in the wild, but I thought I would plant them around. It gives you guys the opportunity to have them. This is a little house here. Nobody's claimed this one yet. And I'll show you up here first. Got a little house here. Continue on up. Now this is just like a house for anybody we headed to now. So we go across this walkway, come up here, and right ahead of us I did a very, very small cottage. There's just got a couple of amenities in here. If anyone wanted to stay here temporarily or something like that, then that facility is available. So that's that one showed. Although something else I just got to mention. You're so high up here, please don't jump off unless you've got serious protection. Same goes for the other one, the ones that are in the sky. You know, you have to be careful if you're living high up. Oh. I should be okay to land in here. Yeah. Don't copy that. That's an incredibly bad idea unless you're protected. As you can see, that's where the observatory is. Yes, so this time we're going to walk through here. Whoever takes that house has also got the apple trees. I haven't developed this island as of yet. That's where we've just been, up there. This one's quite a narrow house, but quite pleasant if you have a look inside here. It's just a nice little narrow house. There's not a great deal of space in it though, I will admit. I'll now show you a section that I've built quite recently, in fact. I just added an extra couple of houses down here really. This purple wood here, this is the date palm wood. It's the only purple wood in the game, and the blue one's the frost wood. As you can see, these houses are actually on stilts because I've put them in the water. These two are exactly the same, just a mirror image of each other. So we go inside. As you can see, this is a far more spacious house. If you go upstairs, you've got the same, and of course you've got a lovely roof. So, you know, I'll leave these empty. There's no protection on them or anything like that. If you wish to claim a house, you could have some protectors and do that. And the same principle is exactly the same on the other side. It's just a mirror image. And this one here, I mean, I've been on this server for a good couple of years. I love it here, I really do. And this is pretty much exactly the same thing, so that's those ones showed. Always like doing this kind of thing. Gives you that feel-good feeling, you know, when you've contributed something. Especially when you've been here for quite a while. So let's go back here and I'll show you the last couple of homes that are available. We have one up here. This is actually built into the side of the mountain and then decorated like this, so you've got quite a more like wall real estate with this one. A little bit more space than there technically should have been, but there you have it. That's a nice little house just there. And finally, there's another like mountain house that's just here. This one is quite rough and ready actually in a lot of ways. You see, you've got these areas here. You've got a window, so there's a main area, there's a room there. There's another room here which is quite small and narrow. However, I also made on this one a nice balcony with a couple of apple trees. But don't dig straight down here, whatever you do. If you do, you will end up falling into the water, and that would be less than ideal. But of course you're free to put your protectors on and all the rest of it. So that is the archipelago. Excuse me, I got a bit of hiccups. I don't want this morning's porridge repeating on me. If you're American, that's oatmeal. Right, so let's go back to my one here. I will show you the Temple of Hearts. I built this one for Valentine's Day. So as we go in here, as you can see, this here, yeah, there's still some hearts in there, which is like free food. And this building itself is in the shape of a heart. I really think as I did a decent job on this. And we can go around. You can see I put up other hearts and I put all of these trees because I thought, you know, these ones here, the sakura trees, they look absolutely lovely, and it's kind of in keeping with this. And the heart trees as well. Those here. I mean, the fruits from the tree, they're edible. You can't really do anything else with them. They're just eating things. But yeah, I wanted you to see this little area. It took a little while, as one of my projects. Oh, that hasn't been updated in quite a while. Then I'll show you the desert pyramid. Oh, this always takes a little bit of time to load. But if you wanted a server that's, you know, reasonably small, friendly, this one would be for you. You don't get like loads of people on it. What you do get in this server is you get the quality. That's important. I did this mostly as a small atmospheric build. It sort of gives you a kind of ancient Egyptian feeling, and it's all built out of desert sandstone. You will occasionally get ants, because believe it or not, beneath this pyramid there is an ant nest. If you do see an ant though, you would have to kill it because they will attack you. That's the pyramid. That's somebody else's house over there. If we go to Halloween now, this was built in one of the rarest biomes. In fact, I think this is the rarest biome. Come on, load. And this is a castle that I've built. I won't get harmed by the lava simply because of the armour that I'm wearing. So when you have a look at the armour, this is it. This is crystal armour. It's extremely good. Not only for the from combat, but it'll protect you from lava, and you can survive some surprisingly high falls with this, although obviously if it's too far you still die. But I just wanted to make you aware of that. And as we come in here, what I used here, it was silver sandstone that I used for all these bones and things. That's like a central pillar, a central area if you like. I made some dungeons down here. There's this here. Oh, I can walk in and out. Go a little further down. That there is a dragon egg. I'm not quite so sure why that one isn't hatching, but yeah, it's a dragon egg. And these here are two dead ends. That's like a cell. And I put things in the shape of bones all around the place, as you can see. I wanted to give it a bit of a, a spooky kind of atmosphere, and there's bars on the window, so I wanted it to have like a medieval feel, but with some newer kind of materials. I've had it as though that one's hanging. And if you notice, all of these, they've got this on them, which will take you out onto the roof of the castle. And there we have it. And there we are. That's that one shown. I tried to make this look like a dragon's head. Oh, why somebody put cobbles there? Oh, honestly, some people. Should be able to get this now. There we go. Now, that's pretty much it for me builds on the server, but I'll show you some of the different things you'll find, like glowing obsidian biome. I actually harvested all this material from here for this. Now, these do take a while to harvest, unless, of course, you actually use a drill, in which case the process goes much quicker. All this lot here, I've basically just stripped it. So that's one biome you find underground. you get glass and glowing oh, right, okay, those are all glowing obsidian ones. I will show you the hot cobble biome. There's not a great deal that you can use hot cobble for, but there we go. I did take some of the hot cobble, not all of it. Wouldn't take all of it. Oh, up there it looks like there is a dungeon. Let's just... I never noticed that when I was here last time. So that gives me 10 out of 10 for my rubbish observational skills, doesn't it? You just never know what's around. Fair enough. Let's get back to here. Oh, that hasn't been updated in ages. Right, so when I come here, massive unexplored cave. It's where I've actually just put these so that I can always come back to these areas later. This biome here is another one. Of course, I already took the most of things out of here. You can see there, you get all this lot. And there's quite a lot here that's unexplored. So if I put that like that, as you can see, we've got all of these ores just lying around. This here is mace. You can find it in the form of blocks. Otherwise, you have to mine 9 of these to create a block. Iron down there, more mace. Of course, the lower down you go, the more mace you can expect to find. This is at a depth of 8,700, and that's gold. I mean, it is a really good biome here. Most of it's plain, but I mean, you do get other things. You can see up there you've still got some more of the glowing obsidian. So as you go around, you'll find more and more different biomes. Up there you can see a couple of mace blocks, and you can expect to see that becoming more common as you go down. That there looks like it's green. Now that there is not actually grass. I don't think I can get down to that from here, or can I? It looks like the drop might be a little too great. Although I may be wrong. It's always a risk if you drop down from this kind of height. No, that's fine. Oh, and you do get enemies in the cave. You just want to get closer to this biome so that you can see. There you are, you can see it better now, can't you? And there's more of it down here. And that's another biome just down there. So what I will do... Oh, I better eat. Before I do any more dropping down, I'm going to make sure that I heal. Don't do that without this kind of armour. You simply will not survive the fall. This biome here, it actually gives you coal blocks, which is pretty cool, and that's like in conjunction with everything else that you can get from here. That's another biome just over there. But a word of warning about this one: if you put a torch down, you will end up melting things. I don't know if you can on this one. This is thin ice. This will certainly melt. That's the default ice. You also slip on it, it's really squelchy and horrible to go on, so when you use a light source for this biome, please use these crystals here. You will find at different points in the cave these sort of things as well. These are used more as a decorative block. Let's eat a bit more. I just need to nip into my bags and get some more food out. I always carry a good supply of food. It's always the best policy when you're going on a long trip, like that purple one there. That's another colour. It comes in a few different colours. But yeah, those blocks aren't actually used for making anything. They are purely a decorative item, which is nice that we've got blocks that are really just decorative. A lot of these places I've already been, or somebody else has. You can actually see the all of these in here, really. Let's just put some light on here. That kind of jump isn't a problem for me. It's not anywhere near as far as that other one was. And every now and again you'll come across an area that's just got lots of sand. Which, if you want loads of sand, you can either get on the surface or you can get these from here. It doesn't really matter as long as you get the resources that you want. But I try not to destroy biomes, especially, you know, if I was to put these the biomes on the surface. I'm a bit like that. I don't like what looks like destroying the natural world. But in the cave, it's a bit different. And you can see there, this is the different sort of sand as well. This is like the desert sand. Just get rid of these leaves, they're annoying me. Okay, so now I'm going to go home. And here we go. As you can see, I've got my own LV machines there. I've got these machines here. This one just converts things into sticks. This here into oil extract. This little machine here provides us with plastic sheets, which is about 1/4 full. Good, it's done it all. Yes, because I did have quite a lot there. See, this place is so big it doesn't even all load in at the same time. That's me giant sequoia planks if I need wood for anything. These are all like machine parts and what have you. I've got some things that I brought down here. They're just me blocks of things that I needed, really. Rubber fibre, and you know, you need that rubber fibre there. I mean, that's you get from rubber trees and stuff. I've got some more stuff here. It's more like miscellaneous. This side is different woods. We go here, this is different foods. These ones have not been processed in any way. These are foods that I would take out with me. Like you can see, I've got my pies, got the loaves and all that sort of thing. So I am never short of food. In fact, that's part of what I sell in my shop. And I can go up here to refined products. I haven't put anything so much in here, but there's only a little bit of stuff in the refined products. And I put them here because it's a little bit easier. See the dope silicon wafers there? These are very important when you are making certain items, you know, like the power supply. So that requires coal and the dirt adduction. You can convert dirt into sand, which that does. If I've got dirt but I don't have sand, put it in that one. If I've got sand, load it straight into that one. And over here I put in gold and coal, and eventually you get the dope silicon wafer. This is rubber fibre, and we use this in hazmat suits. It's important to have that if you're going to handle uranium in any way. Now, I don't personally use uranium for anything. Amy does, because she's got a nuclear power station for her own use. The block processing, this is where I just dump the raw materials in one side, like for instance this here. As you can see, those, they make their way through there, they land into that box there. You come out with that, then that will craft them, it'll land into that box. So you can get all these different sorts of blocks here. There's that one there, got the glass and the marble. My first house was actually made of marble, and that was by where my shop is now, but I knocked it down after I built this place. There was no point in having it. And this here, this is an ore generator. What I would do, I would put the gravel in one side. That's sieved gravel. We don't need sieved gravel anymore, because that's no good for anything. But when you put the gravel in, it gets sieved through there, and then you either get sieved gravel, ordinary gravel, or you get some ores out. Now, as you can see, this automatically processes for me. Like this here, this is actually doing the wrought iron, and then it crafts them into blocks and on they go. So having a look, that's iron, lead, tin, copper. I'm always running out of copper. Silver, chromium, zinc, gold, mace, mithril, hang on, that's not mace, that's gold, that's mithril, that's neon cat, that's mace, this is right. There's coal, there's diamond. Now I've got a couple of things here because we do actually need to produce other things every now and again. Now this is the carbon steel. This one here, just fire it again, you get cast iron. This one here would be to make brass, you combine zinc and copper. And this here, you combine chromium with carbon steel, and that gives you stainless steel that is used in some recipes. And then I will show you the roof area, because these are not all the same sort of machines. The ones that are connected to the black power line are medium voltage, the one to the black and yellow are all high voltage, and the ones downstairs that are connected to this one, the white one, is the low voltage. So I'll take you up to the roof power source, and this shows you how it works. Now for this, I've got all of these here, the arrayed solar generators. These are the LV ones. It goes here to the switching station, and the power is sent down the line. And the batteries are all down there as well, which is not the case for the others. This is the medium voltage. As you can see, it's all attached to the black cable, and there's my medium voltage batteries. And over here, if I need to extend this power source, of course I can, but this is the high powered batteries. And right over here we have the HV solar generators, and that's everything that's on this top floor. So I'm going to go back down now. This is my storage area, and I'll show you the rest of what I have. That down there, that's like a little fishing area if I wanted to use it. I've got some sunflowers. These are my little well, these will, you just get fruits and stuff off them. This is cocoa if I wanted some chocolate. That's me papyrus. And we'll have a look here at these crops. We've got vanilla, we have garlic, onions. These are bananas. Now you can actually get bananas off trees, but these are the Cruciana vegana ones. So you would harvest these with mithril scythe. Rhubarb, grapes. Down here you've got raspberry, blueberry, blackberry, and strawberry. As we go up here, as you can see, I've got all of the grains. This is wheat, rye, oats, barley, rice, there's corn, tomatoes. You can see what those are. They're pumpkins, melons, potatoes, cabbages, carrots, beetroot, lettuce, cucumber. These are peas, soybeans. As you can see, you can also spot we've got these different crops here as well of trees. That's pomegranate there. These here, that's absolutely gorgeous. These leaves are. So jacaranda. These here are the rubber trees. These need to be processed in order to make them into the rubber balls that you see. This here is our sakura trees. Up here there's frostwood, and as you come round here, these pieces here, these convert into crystal over time, and when combined with mace, they actually make the crystal ingots, which you can then use for your armour. And down here there's even more crops. So here we've got beans, pineapples, and peppers. Let's see, wild onions. I've got virtually everything. When you have a look, we're now going into entirely the CV crops here. There is loads of parsley. That here is kohlrabi, chives. Now isn't this better than what Minecraft gives you? Because you've just got so many different options for the crops. It stops things from getting boring, you see. Got the acacia trees there, apple trees, and believe you me, you will get a lot of apples from that. This here is the mushrooms, oranges, mahogany. That's another type of oak. That's spruce. Larch. These are like cold climate trees. That's fir. These here are maple. I love these trees. Just have a look at that texture there. It's beautiful. These are the only sorts of tree that grow in this area. Of course, we've got the bold cypress. This is the olive. This is a new one I added not so long ago. That's holly. Giant sequoia. That one there is the oak. Plum trees. Lemon trees. And we're back to here now, and that is. Oh, I haven't shown you this one. Of course, we've got those. There's willow, These are called aspen. You might think they're birch looking at them, but in this game, these ones are called aspen trees. These are more of the glow trees. And these are birch. So this is all my area here. It's all my land. So I can get pretty much any wood that I want to. I've farmed all these crops. So that's how I can make so many different things. It's really quite cool. That's like pine trees dead ahead of us, and these here are coconut trees. Let's just get inside here. You can see the coconuts on there. This is more of these, the love trees. And those there are the date palms, which you have to grow on sand. Can't grow them on anything else, got to be sand. But I will honestly say, after 2 years of being on this server, I've got some good projects off the ground. I've made friends. I really enjoy being here. I would recommend this server to anybody. We try to help out new players as best we can. This is what I mean by charging your machines in here. So, like I said, if you did want to play on this server, you could. It's called Just Another Nice Server. Hopefully a nice server, sorry. It's called Hopefully a Nice Server. So, yeah, all in all, I'm really happy being here, and I'll be quite glad if the admin likes this little video that I've made, to be perfectly honest. The next time I do a Mintest one, we'll go back onto single player, and I will show you some more about how we actually progress through the game. I mean, what you're seeing on me here is what you might call late stage. It's where you've pretty much got everything that you need. But the journey of getting there it's a challenge. And it's quite interesting. I think, though, to get those different biomes underground, I might have to add the Cave Realms mod. I can't remember whether I've enabled that or not. But you won't find those biomes till you're a bit further down than what we actually are at the moment. But, yeah, it's a really good game and a really nice server. Hopefully now you've got an idea of the sort of things that are possible if you're using the Technic mod. Well, you really need it in conjunction with Pipeworks, but yeah, if you've got Technic and Pipeworks, you should be up and running and doing well after a while. I mean, I didn't really bother so much with machines at first. I mean, I just put my furnaces in when I first got there and things like that, and I was always running out of coal. And yeah, early game, then I used these LV machines, and I somehow fitted them into my little old house with just a few chests and things. And after a while, I just decided, no, you know what? I need a bigger place. I really do need a bigger place. So I moved all my farm, and it took about, a good couple of weeks. And it took ages for me to build this as well. It took a few weeks for me to actually build this. But I didn't regret doing it, because the benefits of having a bigger place, they're pretty good. And then after that, I just wanted to provide starter homes for people and just make a little contribution to the server, really. And you know, some people do like what they see, which that makes me happy. So I will end this video now. I just really wanted to show you around, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, please. Pretty please. Okay, I'll sign off now. Bye bye.